Hi everyone, this is Ryan Cassata. What's up? This week I'm going to be talking about getting my period as a guy. Most of you know I am a trans guy. I was assigned female at birth. I transitioned to male. This is a really frequently asked question. What do I do when I get my period? How do I deal with that? What's the deal with all of this? This is kind of a funny story. I got my period when I was 12 and I had no idea anything about periods or that it was like a thing that even happened to people. Like nobody warned me at all. Nobody. So I had no fucking idea what was going down. I had just gotten back from Hershey Park, which if you don't know, Hershey chocolate, it's like a chocolate world place amusement park, right? So I'd just gotten back from there and then all of a sudden I'm like peeing out this weird brown red stuff. First thought as a 12-year-old was, oh, I guess I ate too much chocolate. So that was my legit thought. And I was like, this is really weird, so I'm not gonna tell anyone about it. And then it like got more red over the days. Then I started to like freak out. And I was with my dad. And I was like, Dad, I'm like bleeding red down there. And he was like freaking out. No one knew what to do. So that's how I found out about periods and about that. So I hated it from the start, totally hated it. I saw that like, oh, my dad doesn't know what to do. And then that's how I realized like, oh, guys don't get this. When I was 13 and 14, it started to like really bother me a lot and make me really dysphoric, and I would complain about it a lot to my mom. And then when I was late 14, I was already starting to transition. I was becoming suicidal every time that I got my period, and it got really uncomfortable and awkward for me, and I knew it was something that set me apart from all of the other guys in my school, and I just started to get really, really uncomfortable around it. It caused a lot of dysphoria to the point where I was contemplating suicide. So I expressed this to my mom, and she was like, all right, I'm gonna put you on the birth control pill, because when you go on that and if you don't take the placebos, which isn't really recommended, you don't get your period at all. So that's what I did. I was on the pill for a while. I came off of it in January, just randomly thought it was a good idea to stop taking it. When I stopped taking it, it made me really depressed. It took like 2 weeks for me to get back to normal, and I finally did. I am planning on starting the pill again just because it's like really annoying to deal with, especially when you're a trans guy. I mean, it's annoying for anyone to deal with, you know, but like even more so if you are trans, in my opinion. I don't want to deal with all of that. It's a pain and it causes dysphoria for me and a lot of people, and it's just uncomfortable. Like, who wants to do that, you know? We should have like evolved past that by now, like, come on. Now I am a lot more comfortable. I've disassociated my period with being female. I'm just like, oh yeah, I get my period, so do a lot of other guys, and that's totally okay. That doesn't make me any less of a man. That doesn't make me any less trans. That doesn't mean anything. That's just part of what happens to me and is part of my experience. It's okay for it to happen to me. And I just got comfortable enough with myself that stereotypical feminine things don't bother me as much anymore. I just got like a lot more comfortable in my body, and especially after top surgery. I mean, that was like a real lifesaver for me. And after top surgery, I started to feel a lot more comfortable with myself, and I think that's why I'm okay now with getting my period and even calling it my period. Like when I was 13, 14, 15, I did not want to call it my period. I would call it the monthly cycle. I know other people call it penguin or shark week. Ooh. Whatever you want to call it is what you should call it, whatever's more comfortable to you. If you can't take it at all and you're getting suicidal like I was, then I recommend going on the pill. I'm not a doctor. Like, you should definitely talk to a doctor and do everything the right way and make sure you get tests regularly and make sure everything is healthy all of the time. That's what I recommend, because then you don't have to deal with it at all. That's what I did, and that's what I had to do to survive at the time. Anyway, that's the talk about me as a guy getting my period and not really given a F anymore. If this is the first time you've been on my channel, please subscribe. There will be a lot more content coming soon. And if y'all have any topics you want me to talk about, put them below. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.